Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin, and we're going to do I did a little soil blocking. Hopefully you saw that at the intro. And I'm not gonna teach you because I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I just took my Miracle Grow potting soil, moisture control stuff, and I super wet it down in here. And then I put it, filled the blocks the best I could. And then it's pretty easy. You saw, you just push it out, and it does leave these little divots in it, which is cool. And that's where you put your, a lot of people make the small blocks first, and then the small blocks fit into this block. Let me do that again, right there. So anyhow, I didn't want to do that because I already have a bunch of grown up babies. And so this was was it a week ago or a little bit longer? I wasn't sure if my narrow day Toscana seed was bad, or if this was the newer one. This was good. Well, I assumed good, but the one that I thought was bad, I was like, I didn't have great germination rate out in the trays, but then eventually I moved it out in the garden, and I only ended up with 2. But as it turned out, I think I was just starting at a little too warm of temperature. Sometimes seeds have like an optimum germination temperature that they prefer. And so as you can see, there was nothing wrong with that old seed. I didn't write the year it was on, but anyhow, obviously there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm gonna take, what do I have, like 100 per tray? Oh my goodness, I've made a problem for myself. We obviously won't find homes for all of these, but we can find homes for like a tray's worth. Well, I might make 2 trays worth, something like that. Maybe I can find people at church or whatever, put it out on the internet and get homes for some of these. But I also don't want to use up a lot of my soil. I only need so many, right? How many hundreds? I don't need hundreds. I could even give this away and make this somebody else, make it their project, right? So, wow, look at how beautiful they are. Now this one's a little bit redder. I'm wondering if this is a different seed in here, because the rest of these are pretty light colored. Like as far as their stems, you see they're more of a green or chartreuse. This one's a little darker and rising above the rest. I think this is probably a different variety of kale seed within that packet. That happens all the time from seed companies. So I'm going to bring you in close with what I'm going to do. So I am pulling each individual out. I'm getting roots. If I don't have roots, I better just throw it away right there and then. But they've got little true leaves on them, and the cotyledon leaves, which is up here. Those are the leaves that first come out, but that's not the true leaf. Let me do it with a pencil here. This right here is the true kale leaf, right? And I feel like I'm about to drop it. Can you all see that? That is the true leaf right there. So essentially, I just want to, I don't know if I should do this with a dull end, but I just want to pop that in there and kind of bring the soil around it. That's it. I don't want to manipulate it too much, but I just want to get some growing. Here, let me do it again. I think this is not the best pencil. Hold on. I think this might be a little bit better with a pointed pencil. So, and the blocks aren't too big, so what I'm really going to do is just kind of bring the soil in around where that little inner square divot is. I'm going to bring the soil just around. And I'm not going to worry about perfection or anything. But I do think this is better than me having 100 red solo cups. And I'm just going to push that down there and, kind of go around it like that. And I'm just going to put you guys on time lapse because otherwise this will bore you. But it's good for like listening to podcasts and stuff. Oh, yeah. It won't take too long. All right, here comes the time lapse. that hardly made a dent in these little babies. Of course, a lot of them didn't have their true leaf yet. So that was part of it. So I'm just going to leave them on the grow table. And I'm going to also put these out in the grow table. And now hopefully we don't get a lot of rain because this tray does not have holes in it. I actually purposely, I'm going to try to water from the bottom. Actually, I might not put it in the full sun, at least not today, that's for sure, because some of these they're going to be in a little shock. So yeah, maybe I'll keep them on the porch or even right here and just water them a day or two and until they come out of their shock. Now as soon as they get a little bit more size on them, they're going to come out here this is South Garden, and this is one of my original Nero de Toscanas. Now it would be nice if I had a whole set of kale plants like this, but I don't. This one looked a little tired and not too good. It could be some of the shade, but outside, it's probably still getting through the shock because I think I just put it in a week or so ago. But anyhow, so this one's doing good. I'll probably build out going this way actually. My goal is maybe 9 or 12 plants, and that's it. Oh, look at this down here. I have, this is red Russian kale, and then I have a red ursa that I'm also going to up pot too. But see how these are so much bigger. These were started, I don't have the date on the tag, that's right. So I think they were started somewhere around mid-August, which was still pretty hot. So, oh well. You win some, you lose some, but we're definitely gonna try to do a little bit better with our kale and have this one meet here and have some others meet out. This is gonna be Swiss chard in here. Just a little update in South Garden. So I think we lost a good bit of our lettuce with that hurricane, just shredded it to pieces. That's not. See, they all should be like this big. This whole section should be this, and it's not. Here's another one that survived. Here's one that got hit but came back. And I think right here, this one's gonna come back, but we lost all these others. Quite unfortunate. And I have some Salanova and Crispinos that did make it, but again, not many. So I do have on the grow table, we'll go back there. So I have Salanovas back here. I have, I didn't label any of these, but I think these are red Sal's leaf lettuce. These are my Swiss chard. I don't know, this is probably Waldman's or Vulcan leaf lettuce. And where I had Crispino somewhere. Oh, more Crispino lettuce out here. Bok choys, Ragged Jack or red Russian kale right in here. And oh, my red cabbages are just starting to pop up now a little bit. So anyhow, I'm just trying to fill up all those holes in South Garden. And so when am I gonna transplant all this stuff? It could go now. It'd be a little risky. It is a lot risky actually. So what I'm going to do is in about another week, I'll just keep watching the 10-day forecast. And when I start seeing us have another cold snap, right now I think we're having an incredibly hot Halloween week. So now's not the time to be putting out your cooler crops like lettuce and Swiss chard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to watch for that forecast. When we start having cooler nights, I'm gonna make sure everything's watered down real good here and also in the South Garden. And then I'm just gonna pull these out as little plugs and put the whole plug in a hole. I'm not gonna try to separate. I know there's more than one lettuce per seed, but since this is leaf lettuce, I'm not gonna worry about that. I mean, Salanovas, I try to get one head per hole, but leaf lettuce, I'm not gonna stress out about that. I'm just gonna pop a whole plug in the hole and be done with it. whenever that is. Oh, you guys, here it is. This is my one red Ursa, which I've forgotten the details on the genetics, but I think this is a cross between a red Russian and something else. Ooh, I can't remember. But anyhow, originally, I think it's stable now. It's not like an F1 where you can't get it to reproduce the same way as the parent. This is now like a stable cross, and it's been given its own name at this point. Okay, you guys, so with that said, we're gonna call this the end of the video. Keep it short and sweet. So that's what I'm gonna be doing over the weekend, is finding homes for Kale and getting those through the shock and a little bit more growth on them. And then at some point we'll put them in South Garden. You guys, I hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend. If you participate, be safe about it. If you don't, enjoy a good movie or whatever you do. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.